Okay, so I took my first Ozempic shot 2 days ago, and my stomach is not upset at me right now, so I think we're good. Food noise, actually pretty quiet. It's almost like someone pressed mute, and I'm not complaining about it. Hey guys, my name's Ruben, snack addict in recovery, bringing y'all along for the ride on my GLP-1 journey. So let me be real with you. Leading up to me actually getting the shot and administering it for the first time, there was definitely some reservations, but also this just general excitement to kick something off that I had never done before. I'm not typically scared of needles, and I mean, this one was definitely nothing to be afraid of by any means. But I guess it was just that idea of doing something so crazy, or at least at the time I thought was so crazy, that it almost led me to think, is this really what I want to do? Is this really what I want to, try? Honestly, talking about the actual needle itself, basically non-existent. You don't feel any pain at all, or at least I didn't feel any pain at all. It really is this thin, almost hair-like needle that you just put in your stomach, and that's pretty much it. Now, I won't show you actually injecting myself, but I can at least show you what it looks like when you're opening it up for the first time and opening up the box and looking at the needles. Now, mine, it was a 3 ml pen that I got of Ozempic, and it came with 6 needles with the box. When you open up the box, there are some instruction pamphlets on top, and then the actual needles inside. They're all protected, individually wrapped, and then of course it's the actual pen itself. Administering it is super straightforward, and there's plenty of videos out there on how to administer, so I'm not going to go through all that. But I'm assuming at this point, whoever's watching is either about to start their journey, thinking about starting their journey, or is already on their journey. And so honestly, I just want to document this, bring you guys along, and show you all what it really did for me. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I took my shot 2 days ago, and honestly, the side effects are pretty much non-existent. I mean, I got a little bit of fatigue that I pretty much brushed off with a nap. I got a little bit of a headache, but as soon as I drank some water, that went away. So my assumption is I just was mildly dehydrated. And other than that, I haven't really felt any nausea or anything like that. No, I didn't throw up, even though TikTok warned me I might. I guess I'm just lucky enough that it didn't happen to me, at least this far. So listen, I'm only 2 days in, not 2 weeks, not 2 months. And already the food noise, it's quieter. Like somebody finally found the mute button. And if you don't know what food noise is, it's like that constant nagging voice in your head, like, what are we eating next? Or is there something sweet in the cupboard? Should I get a second plate? It's kind of like having a hungry gremlin in your brain. And weirdly enough, for the first time in what feels like ever, that little gremlin is quiet. I'm not aimlessly pacing or aimlessly going around the kitchen and trying to negotiate with myself on what snack is the next one I'm going to grab. There's just this peace, a silence, like my brain finally took a seat for once and is just relaxing. And here's the part that I think really caught me off guard is I'm eating like 20% less than what I was typically eating. And that's just because I'm okay with saying one serving of something is enough. And I don't actually need that second serving. And I'm not then perseverating and focusing on that missed second serving. Normally, I'd finish my plate and then I'd say, hey, let me go and grab seconds. But now that's not even a thing. That's not even something that I'm worried about doing. I would rather just enjoy the rest of the conversation, whether it's with my wife or whoever, and just be a part of the moment as opposed to just thinking about what I might not be eating. And I know this is going to probably sound mildly dramatic, and I apologize, but it really does feel like maybe I'm finally eating like a normal person. It's hard to explain. Like, is this what normal feels like? You only have to eat one plate? You don't have to go and get seconds? You mean after all that, a couple hours later, you don't have to have a snack? It's wild. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying by any means that this is what everyone experiences. I've heard countless of stories of people feeling very ill, not feeling well on the GLP-1, especially the first few weeks of getting used to it. But honestly, I have also seen people that have had similar experiences as mine. And so I do definitely think it is very individualized. But honestly, this is kind of exciting. And I'm really looking forward to seeing like what happens next. So I think it's time we talk about where my journey is starting off at, because I think that's kind of important to the story here. So about a couple months ago, worked with my doctor, did some blood work, and we found that I have high cholesterol. Luckily, everything else was generally okay, but my blood pressure was obviously high. And honestly, the key problem is my BMI is extremely high. I'm 294 pounds as of today. And I mean, I'm 5'9". And so my goal is to get my BMI significantly lower than what it is right now. And I think our first micro goal is going to be obviously getting to 250. And then I think the like weight goal will be probably closer to 200. And I think from there, we'll see kind of where I'm at and how I'm feeling, as well as what my blood work comes back at. But right now, I mean, this is the heaviest I've been ever. And this is kind of that moment in my life where I have to make radical changes. I don't want to become diabetic. I don't want to have to be forced to take medication for the rest of my life. What I would rather do is try to catch myself now and do something about it. Now, I've tried every diet imaginable at this point. I've tried yo-yo diets like crazy, low carb, this carb, that carb. Honestly, nothing has worked over the years. It's worked for a bit, and then it's always bounced back. I've tried it all, and at this point, honestly, I'm just kind of fed up with it. I'm really tired of it. I've had to realize that I think I have to take this a little bit more seriously, and this is my final major attempt at trying to reel my life in. So, appreciate if you've gotten this far in the video. Looking forward and looking to what this channel is going to really be about. So again, it is going to be documenting my journey on the GLP-1. It's going to be really talking about all the different effects that I feel, or any sort of, whether they're negative or positive side effects, as well as just really documenting my journey. Because what I have noticed with other YouTubers and other people who have gone through this is it's pretty crazy to see the step-by-step journey and what that change in your body really looks like. And this way I can go back and actually see the changes, as well as honestly, I want to be able to build a community on here where if you have questions and I'm already a certain portion of the way in, I want to be able to help you out, and I want to be able to answer those questions. And so if you want to, please join along, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. It will help you get this information as it comes out. I will be posting weekly, and at that point, we'll be talking through all the various things that happen within that week. We'll do a weigh-in weekly as well. And honestly, at some point, I'll also be including kind of body photos and all that kind of stuff, so you all can see the progression along the way. But honestly, this is not just a weight loss channel. This is not just going to be about weight loss. This is also just going to be about general habit changes, as well as lifestyle changes. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe. You'll get those weekly check-ins. Of course, in a week's time, we'll get that week 1 check-in, which that will be our official first weigh-in. We'll see if any other side effects come up, and I'll keep you guys updated on all that as well. And I know a question some people do ask is, did that food noise actually stay quiet? And I think that's something that I would love to track, especially over the next few weeks, and you guys will all hear about that as well. So 2 days in, and I think I can say that it's going pretty well so far. And so follow me along and we'll get there. See you all next week.